So here we have it, guys. We have the next 7-star Terra raid announced, and it is none other than Chesnaught. Now, this surprises me because I seriously thought it was going to be Rillaboom to complete the Galar trio since we have Inteleon and Cinderace, but they're throwing curveballs at us. It is going to be a Rock Terra type, which is interesting to me because I think Fighting is going to be able to handle this easily. We'll go over a few Pokemon here that I think will be able to counter it, or at least have a chance of countering it. So Rock is weak to Water, Grass, Fighting, Ground, and Steel. Chesnaught is, of course, a Grass Fighting type, and it's going to know a Rock move like Stone Edge, otherwise it wouldn't have a Rock Terra type. Water is out of the question because it is a Grass type. Ground is out of the question because it's a Grass type, and Steel is out of the question because it's a Fighting type. So that leaves us with Grass and Fighting to be able to counter Chesnaught. Now, most people think that Electric is not very effective against Rock. That's not true. I don't know if it's going to have Earthquake or something like that, so I'm still holding out hope that Miraidon could solo it. The first video I'll be making Friday morning is if Miraidon and Koraidon can solo Chesnaught. Now, Koraidon sounds like a good Pokemon too, because I don't know the moves it's going to be able to have to damage them. What's it going to have to be able to do damage to a Fighting and Dragon type like this? I'm not sure. But we'll start at the top with Iron Hands. Obviously a Pokemon that will work well, in my opinion. Belly Drum and Drain Punch, we go over this a million times. We don't know how often it's going to reset stats. We don't know if we're going to be able to lower its stats, like with Inteleon it used Mist, so we couldn't do that. So this is a Pokemon that we'd probably want to use Drain Punch a few times first to get to our Terra type of Fighting, and then once it resets stats, we'll be able to use Belly Drum. We have Miraidon is, as I mentioned, potentially be able to solo it. I mean, Rock is not the best Terra type, I think, for it to have, but it's obviously going to have some moves. Contrary Lurantis is one of my favorite Pokemon. This was the Pikachu killer. Every time you use Leaf Storm with Contrary, it boosts its special attack by 2 stages. I don't know moves it's going to have to be able to counter Lurantis. Lurantis seems to be able to resist a lot of Chesnaught moves. I have Koraidon, as we mentioned, and then I also have Annihilate on this list with Bulk Up, Screech, and Drain Punch. Rage Fist could probably do damage. Again, you know, Annihilate is able to solo a lot of raids the way it is, so we'll have to see how much damage he can do. And I threw a interesting one in here with Iron Leaves. We just had these raids reset again, and it's one of the Grass-type Pokemon that can learn Sword Stance and Solar Blade, plus Leaf Blade. I think this would be a very interesting Pokemon to try to use. So there's 6 Pokemon off the top of my head that I think might be able to counter Chesnaught. Another Pokemon that might have a chance is Meowscarada. Now, you're going to want the Protean ability, so it changes directly to a Grass type because Dark is weak against Fighting, of course. I also have Arboliva on this list. I don't have one built. I probably should. It's one of the best Grass-type Pokemon in the game because it's survivability. Tauros is also a chance, not the Fighting Water type, just the regular Tauros. And Toedscruel. Now, Toedscruel with the Grass Terra type, it'll be able to use Acid Spray constantly. It'll be able to lower the special defense. Again, we really don't know when it's going to reset its stats and reset our stats and stuff like that. So that's just a list of the few Pokemon I think would be able to have a shot at soloing or taking out Chesnaught. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Add some Pokemon to this list. I'll definitely go over them. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe, like the video. As I said, leave comments in the comment section below, and stay tuned for more videos to come very soon.